on those 4 Bristol Olympus turbojets. A total of 44,000 pounds of thrust. A range of 2,500 miles and a surface ceiling of an incredible 55,000 feet. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and what a vast crowd it is here today to witness this piece of history. We lucky few here at the Scottish Air Show 2015. The one and only Vulcan. As you can see now and earlier on, those old-style Olympus engines tended to be, as I say, they were called smokers, not the most refined, but incredibly strong, simple, and as I say, very, very powerful. This aircraft has been maintained entirely by your support, by public donation. Over £22 million, including a £2.5 million lottery funding over the past nearly 10 years. Well, as you see, not the quietest of aircraft, but certainly one of the most impressive. There's the gear going down now, dangling the Dunlops down and dirty for a slow speed run. Well, you may wonder why it's the last season for the Vulcan. Well, it's not because the aircraft is not capable of flying, that manifestly is so. But there is such an enormous amount of technical backup required. It requires 3 or more professional aerospace companies to maintain it, and quite frankly there isn't the technical expertise anymore coming from the people that used to work on these aircraft. And also the time life on the fuselage is getting longer and longer, and the fatigue of course increases the more you fly, so there has to become a point where we say glorious, but enough. Also, as you can see, it handles rather more like a fighter than a bomber, and indeed in the cockpit you don't have the standard ram's horn that you would expect, but in fact a straight fighter pilot type stick. Incredibly powerful, incredibly agile, and also in its role incredibly efficient and effective. Hole at the bottom of the aircraft just gives you an idea of just what amount of ordnance this aircraft could deliver when it had to. It was a Vulcan that flew one of the longest bombing sorties, if not the longest bombing sortie in the world, with an incredible number of aerial refuels all the way down to the Falkland Islands for a bombing raid on the runway at Port Stanley during the Falklands War. And no other aircraft in the world could have done that. Played a very significant part in securing the airport at Port Stanley and preventing the enemy from being able to use it. And there it is, yes. Absolutely 90 degrees, quite extraordinary. I've often said to the boys, well, why not just go for it last run and roll it? Well, of course, they were rolled at Farnborough several times during displays, and of course the test pilots did, perfectly capable of it. The aircraft has all the power and agility to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you there's just 1 minute to go. So this is your last chance now. Just look at that. Outstanding. A special tribute to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Avro Vulcan. There's going to be one more pass, so please now, everything you've got, whatever it is, hats, coats, scarves, umbrellas, throw them up in the air, because Phil Odell and Bill Ramsey will be looking out that cockpit. And this is the last time this will ever be seen in Scotland. And we few are the lucky ones to see it. So a great big wave when he comes past. They will be looking down, ladies and gentlemen. So make it a big one. Here we go. They're looking down. Outstanding. Absolutely.